Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning routine. It's Wednesday morning, January the 3rd, 2018, episode number 253. Yes, I did enunciate the 18 because, of course, I have already written 2017 multiple times as I'm trying to readapt a new year into my brain. Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Rebecca. I hope everybody's doing well this morning as we adjust to this new 2018. How many times have you scratched out the 7 and written in the 8? Luckily, the 7, you can kind of just connect the little loops as you go there, and it works. You can make an 8 out of a 7 real quick. So, but I hope everybody's doing well this morning. Sorry there, I was starting a little bit. I was trying to adjust a light balance on one of my cameras here. So, but anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. It is Wednesday. It is the middle of the week, and things are good so far. It's freezing cold out again outside. It's 0 degrees. Supposedly, though, it's going to warm up. Supposedly, we're going to hit like 20 degrees today, which is going to be amazingly gorgeous for what we've had, and then drop down cold again in the weekend. So I hope everybody's well and enjoying the cold. But I have a little snippet of information. I'm a produce guy, so I have produce information, right? So have you ever wondered what other people in the country are paying for produce, right? I mean, when you go to the store that it's expensive, but is that what everybody pays? You ever wonder that? Well, guess what? People pay different prices. In my hand, I have a little snippet from one of the produce magazines. Sorry for the painted fingernail. Actually, it's not painted. It's still healing from like 3 or 4 months ago when I mashed it, man. But prices around the nation on celery. Prices around the nation on celery. Have you ever wondered? Here we go. Let's see here. The number one cheapest place to buy celery in the nation when they did this was 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, this one. Let's see here. Seattle, Washington. The average price for a bunch of celery was 99 cents. The most expensive place was in Los Angeles at $1.94 average. That's Seattle to Los Angeles. Seattle to Los Angeles is not that far, and it was $1 swing. Let's see. Chicago was $1.11. Detroit was $1.39. Atlanta was $1.24. New York was $1.31. And Boston was $1.61. So everybody else kind of lumped in there and spread out. But celery was going for different prices. So I'm going to keep my eye on these. If I have more of these, I'm going to share them with you just to give you an idea what celery goes for, So anyways, if you like celery. If you don't like celery, whatever. So I'll find something else to share. I don't know, whatever. Who knows? I can't keep everybody happy, can I? I'd like to try, but, I can't. So anyways, yesterday was when I got done working all day, it was the first evening in a while where I could just sit back and do nothing. It was magnificent, right? Because you have busy holiday days. Those days were magnificent as well, but it was nice to catch up and get some breath. Catch my breath. So on we go. Here we go. What are we going to do here? Oh, some stories. I got some stories for you here. So the stories I have, what do I have for you here today? Okay. First story is after Christmas. There's a lot of tech flying around. A lot of new cell phones, a lot of iPads, a lot of Kindles or whatever. I mean, there's so many different types of variety of technology these days. But the question is how to handle all these new tech devices in your house when you're trying to parent your children and it's a struggle. It's basically comes down to you against the device and parenting your children because they want to be on the device all day, every moment, and don't ever want to let it go. And you're like, hey, you got a family here, and we're going to do things together, and it's not that. So it's you against the device. So this article here, I can't share anything because it's a lot of graphs, and I can't show you graphs. I wish there was a way to put it on there or something. It would be awesome. But there's a lot of graphs to show you stuff. You're going to want to go to themorningroutine.live and check out today's episode. There's a link to this article to give you some real hard numbers. And it's very interesting on what the real numbers say. But key is to present a plan for using the devices purposely to your children. Okay? Now, that sounds like a lot, but I know. The majority of parents limit the hours their child can spend with devices. 60% of parents limit that. And 59% of parents limit how much time they can watch TV. Limit the time that they're on there. Cut it down. Set parameters. Do whatever, you know. Research shows that kids also wish their parents weren't on their phones so much. So the adults in the home should be ready to embrace the same or similar guidelines. Now, this, I believe, is where many plans fail. Because, yes, if you're going to ask your kids to live by a standard of time spent on social media and whatever, you also have to live by that standard. Are you willing to give it up yourself is the question. It's a good question, right? It's tough. It's hard. So 1 in 5 parents say family conversations are stunted because of time spent on phones. 42% say devices are a significant disruption to family meals. 42%. That's almost half of all homes say that mobile devices and cell phones are a disruption to family meals. Half. 50%. This is a real problem that takes real parenting to solve. So it's a call out for you to if you see it as an issue. And obviously 50% see it as an issue. So good numbers in here. Check out the article. Now, I will tell you something. There is a device. If you go to themorningroutine.live, there's a link under this article to a device on Amazon called the Disney Circle. I've talked about it before on here. I still believe in automating things, and so it's not left to you to monitor every day. The Disney Circle is a device where you can hook all the devices in your home to it, and then you can set them up and set up time allowed, how much time they're allowed in a 24-hour period. You can set on what time it shuts off the Wi-Fi connection to it and turns it back on again. Once you set it, then you don't have to be looking at the clock or looking at a timer. When it turns it off, your child isn't yelling at you. You didn't take their phone away. They used up their time. They're held responsible to what they're doing. I highly recommend using a device like that and just get it automatic instead of up to you. So I have a link to that in the morningroutine.live today in case you can't find it. So. But Kevin, does that mean you need to give up the morning routine? You know what? Absolutely not. Of course not. This is so early, your children don't even know you're on it. So you're kind of getting away with some free time spent with, all of us. So don't worry about it. You're okay. It's like sneaking a cookie in the bathroom when you're in a diet. You're just sneaking a little morning routine, So it's all good. No worries. But anyways, on we go. Next story. The next story that I have is the history of toasting. Yes. Ringing in the new year, I'm sure many of us took time, as there was somebody around, and we toasted them with our glass. We were like, hey, toast or skull or whatever it might be. Well, for those who said toast, where does that ever come from? Have you ever wondered? This, as well, is a lengthy article with a lot of history in it, but a couple snippets. The term originates from the surprisingly frequent practice of mixing toast and alcohol. For a time, proposing a toast called for wine or beer garnished with a slice of bread. Seriously. Although it now seems strange for the privileged in medieval Europe, no day was complete without a bowl of warm wine and sop, which was sodden, toasted bread. For everyone else, warm ale-soaked bread was an inexpensive, calorie-filled meal. Toasted bread was a potent symbol of plenty. The English even covered apple trees in cider dip toast as part of an ancient ritual for a good harvest. Recipes for the toast called for fine white bread, cut and toasted on a fire, and then they were flavored with sugar, ginger, and green herbs. Think about this. Think French onion soup. Bowl of soup, toast shoved right into it and soaked up. That's how they ate many, many meals because it was filling in the stomach with the bread and everything else that was in that. So that's where it came from into the warm wine or the warm beer with that in, and they would drink it and have a piece of toast. Around the same time, Shakespeare's heavy drinking character Falstaff called for a toast. But what he wanted was bread along with his fortified wine. Drinking to each other's health became more popular than ever in the early 1700s, with cups filled with hot wine and ale, topped with soggy bread. Drinkers toasted each other with elaborate, clever speeches. Around this time, the word toast began referring to the practice rather than the food. And that is where the idea of toasting came from. Very interesting. So more details in the article, of course, at themorningroutine.live. Last little story here just to share with you if you've got travel planned. This was an article on how to pack your carry-on bag the best way. A couple tips on it. So a couple tips I'm just going to share out of this. This was kind of cool. Rolling your clothes. Stop folding your clothes. Rolling everything and then slotting it vertically into your carry-on will earn you gobs of space, and it'll keep your shirts from wrinkling. This isn't a life hack, they said in this article. This is a must. I've never done that before. Now, I have rolled clothes before, but I've never put them in vertically. New tip. Let's see. Pack everything you think you need, then get rid of half of it. If that feels too extreme, for every 3 days, bring 2 tops and 1 pair of pants. For every 3 days. That's some light packing right there. Bring along some concentrated detergent and a travel clothesline. Sink full of water is all you need to replenish your wardrobe. Do laundry while you're gone. So there you go. If it doesn't smell, it's clean. That's not a hack. That's real life right there, man. Right? Yeah, you can get another day out of that. No big deal. Heck, back in college, if it smelled, you just take a bounce dryer sheet. Wipe it. Smells like it just came out of the dryer. It's clean again. It's a miracle. I don't know. So, but anyways, let's see what else they have here. Go to the drugstore and stock up on essentials: shampoo, toothpaste, Advil, deodorant. Put it in a small bag. Tuck it in your luggage and forget it that it's there until you need it. Okay, great. Then they have vacuum bags, which we've all seen. So there's some tips. There's some more in there. Feel free to check out the article if you got some travel plans and need to know how to pack a little bit better. So let's move on, guys, to what's trending. The top 10 most searched things yesterday on Google. Number 1, NBA founder was the number 1 ranking. Now, why were people Googling NBA founder? That doesn't, out of all the things to Google, that's the most popular one yesterday. I don't know. Number 2, Chris Zylka. Chris Zylka. That is Paris Hilton's fiance. He's trending. Number 3, Coachella 2018. Number 4, Hoda. Hoda is the lady who just took over Matt Lauer's spot at the table as a co-anchor. Number 5, Mega Millions. Jackpot is now up to $418 million, and nobody has won it yet. Number 6, Isaiah Thomas, the basketball player. Number 7, LinkedIn. Number 8, Joanna Gaines. And number 9, Orrin Hatch. Number 10, The Weather Channel. The Weather Channel's got to be trending pretty good because it has been cold and there are storms everywhere. So I can only imagine. So trending news this morning, top of the list, Thomas S. Munson. Thomas Munson, Mormon church president, has passed away. Next, we have Chip and Joanna Gaines, trending on the news as well. Baby makes 7. Fixer-upper stars Chip and Joanna Gaines are expecting. Good for them. Next, state of Palestine. Trump threatens aid to Palestinians. Then we have Rich Rodriguez. Rich Rodriguez fired as Arizona amid sexual harassment allegations. Then we have the Storm Eleanor. Thousands of homes without power as Storm Eleanor arrives in Britain. Then we have Southwest Airlines. American Airlines Southwest employees to get tax bill bonus. Very nice. Good for them. Next, Doug Jones. Doug Jones hires African-American chiefs of staff. Then we have Mega Millions and Powerball. Powerball Mega Millions jackpots grow to nearly $800 million when you combine them together, not separately. So good luck winning both of them. So next, Mitt Romney. Romney changes Twitter location to Utah after Hatch's announcement. Okay, and that's our trending news for today, guys. So let's move on to a passage of wisdom, and let's slow down just a hair and just soak this in. So as you know, this week I've been kind of throwing out some proverbs and some little pieces to try to, I don't know, encourage us to think a little bit differently when we're going into 2018. So some things that we know, but just fresh reminders. You know, these are the ones that I'm picking are singing out to me. They're like, this is for you, Freedom. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to share it. That one means something to me. So that's why I'm sharing these. So today's passage of wisdom is a proverb. Proverbs 28, verse 26. Those who trust in themselves are fools, but those who walk in wisdom are kept safe. Those who trust in themselves are fools, but those who walk in wisdom are kept safe. This passage rings out to me loud and clear. It is very easy for us, or myself, I should say, to trust in my own abilities, my own wisdom, my own thinking, and make decisions simply on thinking that I know enough and am smart enough to just go and do. This is one of the things that kept me away from God for many, many years. I used to sit there and go, I don't understand. I don't understand why people need God. I don't, just put your mind to it and this, whatever. I understand now, but I didn't understand then. Those who trust in themselves are fools. If you think that just your own wisdom and your own abilities will get you through and will lead you to, where you need to be, you're incorrect. But those who walk in wisdom, those who ask God for guidance and direction, those who ask God what their purpose is and what they should be doing with their life, those who ask God for forgiveness, those who ask God to show them how they can make an impact in this world and then listen to the voice and follow the voice, those who let God wrap his arms around you and love you, those who let God show you grace that you've never experienced before are kept safe. Pretty easy to me, right? Wasn't always so simple and so clear, but it is clear now. So what a great Proverbs guy. I hope that that changes a little outlook of how you see today and maybe some decisions that you're in the middle of making for 2018. So let's pray, guys. Let's get this day started. Father, good morning. Father, I want to thank you for this passage of wisdom this morning, the reminder. Because how easy is it for me to fall back into a pattern of trusting simply my own wisdom, my own knowledge, my own thinking, and that I can do it all on my own. Father, thank you for the reminder. Thank you for the nudging that I should lean on you. And as I make my decisions during the day and as I look forward, that I should be calling out your name and asking you to show me the path and show me the way. And leaning on your knowledge, we can truly make an impact on this world. Father, I thank you for that. Father, protect us today as we go out into our work days and our travels and our family time and whatever it is that we're engaging in. Help us to resonate this passage to other people, that by trusting in your wisdom and trusting in you, their lives can move forward in a positive direction. And they will experience things that they'll never experience if they simply look inward on their own self. We love you very much and we thank you. Amen. And that, my friends, is a wrap. I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday today. Try to stay warm if you're on the East Coast. Enjoy some of the snow that's coming tomorrow if you're really on the East Coast. And until tomorrow morning where we meet once again, guys, don't forget that today, this very day, is an excellent opportunity for you to live up to who you are meant to be. You have been created with great purpose, great intention. Discover what that is if you don't know what it is. Spend some time on that and then move forward. Ask God to lead you and guide you to where that your sweet spot is. And I tell you, you're going to love it. So have a great day, and I can't wait to be here tomorrow morning with you once again. I love you. See you later.